Welcome to Techno Learning. In this video, we are going to develop Amazon app UX clone. And if you are new to our channel Techno Learning, then please subscribe our channel on YouTube. You must subscribe it right now. After that, open the Android Studio in your desktop or laptop and then click on Start a new Android project. After that, you have to select an empty activity and click on Next. Here you have to give the name of your app, that is I'm giving Amazon, and choose the language as Kotlin as we are developing it in Kotlin. Then you must have choose the language as Kotlin, then click on Finish. After that, the project will be built up and the indexing of the file will also be there. It must take few minutes or few seconds. It depends upon your processor of the desktop or laptop. So here it is still processing, and yeah, it has done. So first of all, come to the manifest file that is present in the manifest folder, Android manifest, and here you have to give the permission needed for an application, and here I am giving the internet permission for this app. So now close it. Okay. Now we have to add dependencies. So go to Gradle scripts, and in which you have to select build Gradle module app and scroll a little. After that, you will able to see this dependencies section, and here we have to add our dependencies that are needed for making this application. So here I am giving the comment as for the information that dependencies to be added here only. After that, you have to go to web browser and open Google in that. After opening Google, you have to search for a dependency as Google Material Design Android library. Library Android. Then click on search. After that, select that first result and scroll a little. You will able to see a option called dependencies. Okay, it is in the beginning. Yes, it is here. So copy this implementation part, just copy it and go to the Android Studio again. After that, paste it here. Now you will able to see that yellow button. Select the version from there and go to web browser again, go to Google again and search for the second dependency, that is Android image slider, and it is a custom dependency. So here I have to give the smartest name, and that select that first result and click on the first showing result. After that, you will able to see it and copy this implementation. Just copy it, go to Android Studio, and here you have to paste it. After that, go to web browser again and search for one more dependency, that is glide dependency. So here the first result, pump tag glide, click on it. After that, you will able to see that implementation part and copy this both implementation and annotation processor. After that, paste it here. So here the dependency part is completed. You can see that we have added 3 dependencies, and now you have to click on sync now, so that the dependencies will be downloaded from the internet and placed as the library in your application package. After that, minimize this and go to the drawable folder. Here you have to add some pictures or vector assets. So first of all, we have to add vector assets. So right click on this drawable and then select new, and in this click on this vector asset. After that click on this clip art logo, and then you have to search for menu, click on it, then OK, next, and finish. Here you can see that it is added. Now add one more vector asset. Do the same, click on this vector set and click on this clip art menu, and after that here you have to search mic, click on OK, next, and finish. Add one more and click on vector set again, click on clip art, and here you have to search for search, and then click OK, next, finish. Again do the same process. Okay, it is by mistake I have clicked on it, sorry. So go to vector set, yeah, click on clip art. After that you have to search for arrow, right arrow, keyword right arrow, yeah, select it and OK, then next, finish it. So it is added. Now one more thing, yeah, vector set, click on this clip art. After that you have to search for cart, click on OK, next, and finish. And do the same, one more asset is needed. So go to vector set, click on clip art. After that you have to search for camera, select camera, OK, next, finish. So most of the vector sets are added, and now you have to add some pictures that I have downloaded from the internet, and in the download folder I will show you. Yeah, here you can see that. So copy this, right click on the drawable folder and paste it here, click on OK, again OK, and here you have see that these pictures are pasted here. So all good. Now come to this layout and choose the main activity, delete this text view and also minimize this. Yeah, now you can see the window, and remove this constraint layout, and instead of that layout you have to add linear layout. And for the linear layout the required thing is orientation, that is set as vertical. After that you have to give the background color, and I'm taking the hex value and just type it as F5. Okay, so this linear layout is completed, and within this linear layout you have to make a bar that is present in that material design library that we have added previously. After that set its width and height as match parent and wrap content. After that you have to add one more thing, that is relative layout. Set its width as wrap content and height as 50 dp. Also give the id for this relative layout, that is relative underscore layout. So this is also completed, and within this relative layout you have to add fewer things. So what are those fewer things? The first thing is text view, and for the text view most of the time the width and height set it as wrap content. After that the layout center vertical feature will be made to true, and then you have to set the margin from the start as 15 dp, and then you have to add drawable start. Sorry, I have made a mistake here. Yeah, so just delete it. And now here you have to give the picture that is present in the driver folder. And what kind of picture vector set it is? Menu. So you can see in the right side of your screen that the picture is added to the start of that toolbar. And for this you have to change the color, because the color was not good. So we have to change the color as per Amazon's new update. That is something like a sky color, I think, light sky color. Yeah, so you have to change all these three colors. The first one is color primary dark. You have to change the hex values actually. So add these hex values. First one is 98E1D7, and then the next one is 40D6C6. And now for the color accent, yeah, it is also a different value, but it is from the Android color library, and the color is rotary text light. Yeah, so we are ready to go. Now you will able to see that toolbar as per the Amazon's toolbar. I hope you are getting. Yeah, now for this text view you have to add fewer things, like when you are adding some view you have to give padding and all these margin alignments. And as this is a text view, you can add font features, font family. Also, I know it is of no use, so I remove it. So close it. Yeah, this text view is also completed. Now you have to add add that Amazon logo here. So for that we are also using this text view, and we will use the same as the previous one, and with the help of driver start we will add that. And before this, yeah, add this driver start, and from the driver folder get that Amazon. Yeah, so it is added. As you can see in the right side of your screen, the screen builder is there, and it is, I think it is looking absolutely good. Yeah, so add one more text view, as you have to add that cart button kind of thing in this toolbar. So first of all, give these values. I think these values are same, the first four or three things, so you can copy it from that. But here you have to give something when you are taking value to the start of, to the end of. And here I'm giving ID, and I will create this element later. That's why I'm giving the ID as cart. Don't worry, I will create this element just after this element. Yeah, so add that button from that driver folder, that is mic, I think. No, yeah, it is mic kind of thing. It is added. After that you have to give some padding and align this mic to the right side of the screen. So for that you have to make another text view in which you have to give that ID cart, and on basis of that text view, this text view, the previous one, will go to the right side. So give all these things alignment, parent and true. Okay, after this scroll a little. Yeah, I'm scrolling just because you can see this screen smoothly. Make that center vertical true. and after that margin from the start is 15 dp. Also you can observe this, that the margin I have given is 15 dp mostly. So here you have to give the id, that is cart. And now you can see that button in the right side is bent to the right side, topmost right side. Yeah, here you have to give the drawable start and add that cart button here. And yeah, it is present in the drawable slash, and select that shopping cart. So yeah, it is also completed, but you have to give some kind of padding from the right side as it is touching the edge. So give it as 11 dp. And now you can see that toolbar is almost ready. And after the toolbar, first of all remove this extra space. So yeah, toolbar is ready. And after this toolbar you have to add one more relative layout for the main screen. Yeah, first of all give this height and width as match parent and 65 dp, and give the edit text as we are going to add the search here, the search option where we'll search for the products. And give the margin from all the sides as 10 dp. Also add that background. For background you have to make a customized thing, so go to the project and click on that drawable, right click on it, and drawable resource file, click on it. So why we are making this? We are making this for making a customized search view. Okay, so give the file name as search underscore background. Okay, click on OK. After that you will able to see this. First of all, let me minimize this so that you can see it. So here, instead of selector, you have to make it shape. Yeah, after that you have to add corners, and within the corners you have to give the radius as 5 dp for the corners of the side. And also we are going to use a stroke, and its width is 1 dp, and the color is we are taking as gray. Yeah, close it. And you have to add solid Android color, and that color is again white. Yeah, you have to give this whole thing a color. Now go to the main XML. Now you can see that it is added, but it is not given to this edit text. So let me give it. Yeah, now it is really added. And for now you have to add a drawable start, that is a picture of that search logo that we have taken from the vector asset, and it is present in the drawable folder. So let me take that picture. Yeah, it is added, but this picture should this logo should align to the right side. And also something hint kind of thing is also needed. So let me add one more thing here, that is camera, because Amazon provides two ways. First of all, you can search it by text or by taking picture. So yeah, I'm sorry, I was taking the camera to the right side and the left side is for that search logo. Don't worry about it. And after that I have to add padding, And let me check for few things. Yeah, you can see that these logos are really attached to that corner, so giving padding is important, and it is not working, I think, as I'm giving. Don't worry about it, we'll work it. After that, give the hint as such for this added text, and now you can see that it's looking good, I think, after adding all these things. And give that IME option as action done, so that you can click on that search and give the padding. Yeah, you have to give padding instead of that drawable padding. So now you can see that it is looking absolutely gorgeous, and it is completed. Remove this extra space and also this extra space, and now we are out of that app bar. The toolbar and the app bar and search option is done. After that, we'll add that nested scroll view for showing the products and all these things, like in the Amazon app itself. Within this nested scroll view, set its width and height as match parent, and within this nested scroll view you have to add a linear layout and set the width and height for this linear layout as match parent. Give the orientation vertical, and within this linear layout you have to add, first of all, give that space, proper space, so that you can see the screen. Yeah, now add Recyclerview here. Actually there will be adapter also. Yeah, so this Recyclerview is for that option. You have seen it in Instagram app for the story like option. It is also present in the Amazon app whenever you are seeing that Amazon Pay and all this kind of options in the shape of stories as that of Instagram. After that, give the padding. Now set that background. First of all, we have to add that color as white, and margin is done. Now working on that Recyclerview, how many items are 2 items, and then list item, it is not yet prepared. So go to project and just expand the rest, and expand layout. Right click on that layout, and now you have to click on this new resource file, and here you have to give the name of the file, that is item layout 2. Click on OK. So you can see that. So first of all, let me minimize these things so that you can see the screen. Just enter, press. Yeah, so now you have to add this constraint layout firstly, and within this you have to add a relative layout, and within this relative layout, first of all, give some properties for this relative layout, like you have to give the margin as 10 dp for this relative layout, and the background is also set it as color white we are taking. And one more thing, that is orientation as vertical. After that, you have to give a image view, and for that image view you have to give the width and height as match parent and match parent, and give this this layout will be placed above that layout having id name, and give the resource for it from the drawable, as this is one of the picture that we have taken from the download folder. I hope you have downloaded that pictures, as the link is present in the video description. After that, you have to give alignment parent bottom, make it true, and then center horizontal, make it true also. And here you have to take the margin from the top 5 dp, and the margin from bottom is also 5 dp. So one more thing is left it out, font kind of thing, give that option. What does this option having the name? So let's say it is having the name as info. Give the text color as black. I think black is the better option. Now it is completed. So remove this extra space first of all, and it's completed. Go to a main layout again, and here now you have to add list items that we have created. Now item layout 2, you have to give it to here at layout and / item layout 2. So it is added, you can see that. Close it. It is a story like Instagram story like option. After that you have to add that slider that we have taken from that custom library. So add that slider view and give the height and width for this slider, and give the id for this slider as main underscore image underscore slider. So now you have to give margin for this slider view, as the margin top as is set as 5 dp. After that you have to give the margin from the bottom is also 5 dp, and for now you have to select the options or the features. So add it here. I think there are 5 or 6 such features that are needed. The first one is the animation duration, that what is the duration. You can give it to that half millisecond. Then the auto cycle direction, that is back and forth, and auto cycle is enabled so that it is automatically rotate this cycle. And the slider indication animation duration is also 500. And then you have to give this slider indicator gravity, that is center horizontal and bottom. After that the slider indicator margin is set as 15 dp, and then the slider indicator orientation is set it as horizontal. Now the indicator padding is there and set it as 3 dp. After that the slider indicator radius is there, that is 1.5 dp. So now it is, I think the last one is there. The indicator selected color, the color is white, and here you have to give unselected color also. So give this color as primary text light. Yeah, now the slider scroll time in second is 3, and yeah, start auto cycle is also true, and close it. So the slider is completed. Now scroll a little, and I think you can see the screen. Yeah, so go to layout and create a layout resource file, as we are going to uh, give this slider view adapter kind of thing. For that adapter you have to give that item a different layout. So make it item image slider, click on OK, and go to split, minimize this, and just press enter here. Just remove this constraint layout and add the relative layout instead of that constraint layout. And within this relative layout you have to add image view having properties like width and height as match parent and 20 dp 200 dp, and give the id for this image view as image slider iv, fourth you can say. And now the scale type fit xy. So here you have to give the source of that image, or yeah, I have given the launcher brick. Yeah, close it. Now go to that project and the main xml, activity main xml, and minimize this. After that scroll a little, and yeah. So now you have to add one more Recyclerview, that is width and height as match parent and wrap content. After that you have to give the id for this Recyclerview as main underscore recycler underscore view, item count as 2, and you have to make another item layout. So create the layout resource file again for the another Recyclerview. So just click on this, and then you have to give the name as item layout, click on OK. After that minimize these things and go to the split, press enter, and you have to change this constraint layout to the linear layout. After that you have to give some properties for the linear layout, such as the margin from the top side is set as 6 dp, and after this you have to give margin from the bottom 6 dp, and then background, and background color is taken from the Android color library white. After that the elevation will also set up as 3 dp, and orientation is vertical. So the orientation is vertical. And after that within this linear layout you have to give the text view and give it the width and height as match parent and wrap content. The margin for this text view is also set as 10 dp, and the font family is selected as serif, and give the text here. So what kind of text? Yeah, for smartphones, yeah, smartphone brands, top brands. So it is added. And now the text color, I think black is the best color for showing the text. Yeah. And then the margin from, sorry, not margin, That is text size is 18 dp sp, because the text format is different. Okay, add another linear layout and set the width as wrap content and height as 150 dp. Give the margin for this from the start is 10 dp and from the end is also 10 dp. Also the orientation is set it as horizontal this time, and within this linear layout you have to create an image view having width as 0 dp and height as match parent. So give the weight for this layout. Weight is set it as 1, and now you have to add that picture from the drawable, the smartphone picture. Yeah, it is named as 1. That is one of the pictures we have taken from the download folder. The link is present in the video description. You can download these all pictures and paste it within the drawable folder. Then you will able to see them in the Android Studio. And now add one another image view having the properties with as 0 dp and height as match parent. Give the weight as 1 and give the resource. I think this is the picture, second picture of the smartphone, so it is 2. So in the right side you can see that the pictures are added. So remove this extra space and this linear layout is completed. And now you have to create another linear layout having the properties as width as match parent and height as wrap content. Also you have to give the margin as 10 dp and margin and is also set it as 10 dp. Give the margin from the bottom 10 dp and orientation will be set it as horizontal. And this linear layout is completed, and within this linear layout you have to add a text view. The names of these smartphones will be represented from this text view. So the first text view for the first phone and the second text view will be there for the second phone. So give the properties for this text view as with a 0 dp, height match parent and weight is 1. Also the font family is serif, and give the name for this smartphone brand as Samsung, and you have to take the text alignment as center. After that give the text color black, and now you have to add one more text view. So we will be adding it here. So give the width as 0 dp and height as match parent, and the layout weight is 1. Font family is same, serif, and then the text is different for this text view as this is the company name for this the second smartphone, and it will be, but first of all giving the text color as black. So add the text, yeah, 1 plus, I think, yeah, 1 plus is there. After that the text alignment is center. So you can see that in the right side of your screen the pictures and the name are setted. Remove this extra space and add another linear layout for other phones, other top brands. Give the width as match parent and height as 150 dp. Also you can copy that previous linear layout, and for that linear layout the properties are almost same, but there are change in the drawable pictures and the text. Yeah, so set this linear layout, and Within this linear layout, you have to add a image view, as we are adding two more smartphone brands. So this image view for the third smartphone brand. So add it here, and this image view is completed. Make it another and set its width and height as 0 dp and match parent. Almost everything is same, but the source image is different. So here you can see in the right side of your screen that four mobile phones are there. Two of them are having the names, but the another two are not having the names. So let me make another linear layout, and within this linear layout you have to add the names for these remaining two smartphones companies. Okay, so give the margin from the start for this another linear layout as 10 dp, and the margin from the end is also 10 dp. The margin from the bottom is also 10 dp, and here you have to give the orientation as the horizontal. And within this linear layout you have to add up two text views. So let me add the first text view here, and within this text view you have to give the width as 0 dp and height as match parent. Also the weight is 1, and the font family is selected as serif, and give the company name as Apple. So text alignment is center. Now you have to give the another properties for the text view, like text colors, and it is completed. Now you have to make the last text view. So for that you have to copy this previous one, copy it and just paste it. Now you have to change this text to this company name like Redmi. So yeah, now it is completed. Remove this extra space. You have removed this extra space. Okay, this linear layout is perfectly fine. Also there are some kind of extra spaces also there, but before this I think you have to add one text view having that width as match parent and height as 1 dp. Also the margin is set as 10 dp, and the margin from the end is also 10 dp. You can also copy it from the previous one, but it is a different one, so you can leave it like add one more text view here, and having its width and height as match parent and wrap content. Also give the margin from the top is 10 dp, and the margin from the start is also 10 dp, and margin from the end is also 10 dp. Now the margin from the bottom is set it as 10 dp as the previous one. Now you have to add drawable, and you have to add the picture at the end. So this option is there at drawable end, and give the picture like arrow. Yeah, so you can see that it is added. And now you have to give the properties for the text view, like we are taking the font family as serif and gravity, only gravity, gravity as center vertical. And now you have to give text that is see more or see all. So scroll a little. Now you have to give the text color, and I will give the text color as a blue type. Hollow blue dark. So you can see that in the top in the right side of your screen in the center that these all things are added. So now this XML file item layout is completed. Now I'm scrolling it slowly. If you have messed up somewhere else, then you can pause the video at that point and correct your view. If you're getting any type of error, as you can see that only warnings are there, this XML file is error free, and if you are having error, then make sure that you have corrected it. After that, we'll went to that project, and for that you have to click on it, and go to main XML, and here you have to give that layout, that is item layout. So you can see that. Okay, so this Recyclerview is completed. Now remove this extra space. So this extra space is removed. Also there are extra space at the end, remove it too. After that you can see that it is almost complete. First let me minimize it. So you can see this, it is actually looking like Amazon. So let me scroll it slowly so that if you have messed up somewhere else, then you can correct it by pausing the video at that element or the particular point where you are having the error. So make sure that you have written the code exactly like me, and if you are having any kind of errors and if you are not able to debug them, then just comment it and I will most probably give you the reply for debugging purpose. And now we have to go to our Cortland Codings, and here we are in the main activity of the Kotlin. Don't worry, the XML was from the Java, but if you have worked like me, follow my procedure, then you will able to get. So create a Kotlin class here and give the name for image slider. You are required to add adapters for the Recyclerview and that image slider. So there are 3 adapters are required. So first of all, I'm making for the image slider. If you have came through that Amazon app, then you have seen that slider is there for showing the offers. Same we are doing it, and we are adding the adapter, and we have made that class, and within the parameters we have taken context, and we have to extend this class by slider view adapter. And now you have to give the image slider adapter dot image image slider. Don't worry about that error. This is a view holder kind of thing. We will create it customly. It is of kind inner class, and do the same thing so now we have to make that in a class called image slider vh. So we will make it inside this image slider adapter, and here we have to give it the name image slider vh, and we will provide the parameter as view. Press alt enter to import this library, and then we'll extend it by slider view adapter, and from that view holder we pass that view, and within this we have to make image view. Make sure that v is capital. After that, we will take the image view from the XML having that ID image slider IV, and now we will do the binding of the images. And for this purpose, we are making a bind function here in which we are passing the context and slider items, and we will be doing it with the help of glide. And we are using glide, so you can make a guess that we are taking pictures from the internet. Yes, we'll do it later. So first of all, let me do it with the glide for this, loading the slider items and then cropping it and then just pasting it into the image view. Image view is already mapped with image slider IB of the XML. Now click on that red bulb, and by selecting these all things, pressing the shift key and then click on the particular options, then click OK by selecting all, and these functions are imported. Yeah, now you have to implement all this. So remove this to do kind of things from here, from the three functions, and make inflator within on create view holder, and we are taking image layout inflator, from the parent, passing the context kind, and inflate it to the XML item image slider, and pass null for the root, and here you have to return the image slider and pass this inflate kind of thing, and then you will able to see all these things within the glide, the inner class, with the help of that constructor. In that get count, just make the lambda function, and for that you have to create a variable, and here we will create those variables, and the variable name is slider item, and it is of kind of list array having the template as string, and make it an array list. So we will go for the array list here. And now you have to make a function for renewing the items of that image slider, that is taking the parameter slider items name as list of string. So within this renew items, just use some slider and notify the data change so that your app will remain safe from crashing. And now within this get count, you can do it just like that, mSliderItem.size, and after that for the on view binder, you have to bind the view holder with the slider items position wise. So it is almost completed. I think the get count is completed. So we are having two errors. What kind of errors these are? Let me just check it out. It is of very easy kind. You can easily able to debug them. You have to make a safe call. You can use this, still it is not. Click on that red bulb and just surround with null. I hope this will work. Actually these there are two or more options are available, so let's remove that null option. Go for the smaller code and click on that thing and replace with the safe call. Yeah, I was correct. I was doing the correct for the remaining two. And just do the same for this view holder also. But for this you have to see that red bulb, so keep clicking on that red thing, and yes, now save call. Yeah, so now it is error free. You can see that it is error free now. Only there are warnings, and image slider adapter is completely completed. Yeah, and now come to the main activity, and using that image slider we will do the things for that image slider, passing the images and getting images from the internet by passing the URL links. So first of all, you have to make an image slider object kind of thing, then map that with main image slider Recyclerview that we have created in the XML. Then within this we are using the functions of slider, like set slider adapter, and then transform animations, what kind of animations you want. So I'm adding the simple transformation animation I want for this slider. And now start auto cycle is there. After that you have to add that renew items, and here you have to make a custom function. So we'll make it fetch slider items list. Don't worry, we will make it right now. Click on that red valve and create a function. So you can see that the function is created. Now you have to give the definition for this function so that it can work smoothly. So first of all, let me make item a variable of kind array list of, and passing the string. Yeah, type of a string is there. After that we are adding the items, and for that we are taking the images from the internet, a website called Pexels that provide images royalty free. So I will just add 3 pictures and return it items. Yeah, so you can see that 3 items are added. So I will add the pictures. I will remove this and paste the code that I have copied, already taking the URLs of that photos. You can see these URL in the video description. I will paste it in the video description. You will just have to copy the URL from the video description, and I'm also writing in here, like I have pasted the URL in the video description link. So I just go to these all things is there. After that I have to paste it. Yeah, so here you can see that I have pasted the URL. You can copy it from the video description, or by pausing the video you can just write it, but it is almost difficult typing these 3 whole things. So it is a better option to copy it from the video description. Or the another option is there, you can go to the Pexels website, just take the images of your choice and copy their URL. So let me show you that option too. Here I am on the Pexels website and click on that picture. So you can click on any picture as you are seeing here. So I'm going back. Yeah, so now I will choose any one of the picture. Yeah, click on that free download and get it from the site, like a small. Click on that free download, or you can copy that image link by clicking on right clicking there and copy the image location. No, copy the link location, and you can paste it here. I'm showing you in the comment. I know it is of no use. As you can see that there are compressed kind of things are there. You can add your required size that I have already added. So yeah, it is completed. The slider work is completed. Now we have to make 2 more adapters for 2 more Recyclerview that we have created in the main XML. So let me create the first adapter of Kotlin type, and I will give the file name as item list adapter, and it is created. I will create the another adapter for the second Recyclerview having the name as item list to adapter. Now I have to implement these 2 adapters so that you can work with that Recyclerview. So I'm working on that item list to adapter, and by extending it to the Recyclerview adapter, sing it like item list to adapter dot item view holder. Don't worry about this. This is also the inner class kind of thing. I will create it later within this class. So let me create this class item view holder. So here I am creating it and passing the view. Make sure the second view is capital. After that you have to click. Okay, so extended it by Recyclerview view holder and passing it as view. So click Alt plus enter here to import this library. Yeah, it is completed. Now implement the methods required. Press that shift key and select that by clicking on that, then by selecting all, then click on OK. After that you have to implement these. So let me do it for that on create view holder, and within this I'm using the layout inflator and inflating it to this layout having that item layout 2 as it is item list 2 adapter, and then passing a parent and attach to root with false. After that you have to give the custom size. I will give it like kind of 5 or 6. Yeah, 10 is the I don't want to implement this right now. Don't worry about this. It is completed. Let's go to that, select that item list adapter. So first of all minimize this, and then we are going to implement this item list adapter. Give the class name. After that you have to extend it with the Recyclerview adapter and passing it as item list adapter here, and give the inner class item view holder. Okay, and then just open this class. First of all create this class item view holder, and within this class you have to pass the constructor parameter as view, and then just extend it with Recyclerview, then press alt enter to import this. Yeah, and now go to this and click on that red bulb, implement all. You can click on Ctrl A to select all by, and then OK. After that you have to implement all these 2-3 methods. I think 2 of them we are going to implement. So first of all give that size as 5. Okay, and then we are going to work on create view holder, and within this we are using the layout inflator here, and we are inflating it and passing it from layout from parent context and inflate it with that item layout adapter XML that we have created and false. Yeah, after that we'll go to the main activity to directly work on the Recyclerview from here using these 2 adapters for the 2 Recyclerviews So let me add the first recycler view ID named main underscore recycler underscore view. Then just we are going to apply these adapters, and within the adapter we are choosing that item list adapter. Make sure that you are using item list adapter here, and with the ID main underscore recycler underscore view. Make sure that you are not making any kind of error here. After that, linear layout manager, passing the context. So now for the second recycler view, we are going to apply the adapter. That recycler view having ID main underscore recycler, and then we are going to apply it from here. We type that adapter, that is item list 2. Make sure it is item list 2 adapter, and then the layout manager is linear layout manager, passing the context. I think it's a kind of error there. Don't you worry, let me check it out. Oh yeah, it is off because of this parenthesis. So now pass that linear layout manager dot horizontal and make it false. Now remove this extra space. After that, this class is almost completed. Let me extend the import and click on run. Here we are having two errors within our adapters, item list adapter and item list 2 adapter. Let me correct them. So within this item list adapter, let me see where the error exists. I think it is of kind silly mistake I have made here. So within this onCreateViewHolder function, it is a lambda function, but I have mistakenly did the wrong thing. So remove that thing, and also remove this and add the parenthesis. Also the close parenthesis should match. So now you can see that it is error free. And the same thing we will do to the item list 2 adapter. Here also you can see that in the onCreateViewHolder we are extending it, but instead of use that equals to and change the parenthesis, opening, and add that closing at the end. So it is also now error free. Now let me rerun and see. It is also crashing right now. Let me see the reason for the crash. So now you have to remove this to do from here, and let me rerun after doing this. So let me see, there are errors exist in this too. No, there are no errors. So let me rerun it. Now I think our app will run for sure. There may be some UI UX mistakes that I will correct from here only. It is installing. It takes few minutes or seconds to install. So it is installed successfully. You can see that logcat, there are no crashing, and let me have that screen. So you can see that it is looking like odd. Let me correct all these things. What kind of UI mistakes I have made? Go to the XML in the resource and XML, and within this, as these options were not visible due to the width and size, make sure the width is 80dp and height is also 80dp of that item layout 2 of XML. And now you have to rerun this. Let me rerun this and see if these features will appear there or not. So it is running and it is installing. Also there might be some, so now you can see that it is there, but there are one mistake also, that I have added the wrong camera. So let me delete it and add the right one. The icon was mistakenly added. Go to the vector asset, search for the camera. Instead of this, you have to add that real camera, that is camera alt. Select it, click on OK, next, finish. After that, go to that main XML, and in this you can see that one error exists due to that deletion of that old camera icon. So just I will remove it and add the alternative one. So now you can see that camera is also corrected, but here we are having one sort of error, that it is also showing the two toolbars. So let me remove that upper one that is showing Amazon. So for that, let me go to in the values, and within values I'll come into the styles, and I'll just change this app theme to a no action bar, and let me run it from dark action bar to no action bar. And now everything will be right. Now you can see that the app is ready to go. The UX is really good. You can see that the edit box is working. So you can see that story like options are also scrolling towards the